Alright. Call Halam Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahushai. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who taught us this truth. I want to give honors and citations to all Sasirakim out there laboring. Keeping his word and sincerity and honesty and truth, man. And not out there trying to blind the people, or going out there in vain. Man, it's this whole destruction thing's been heavy on my spirit, man. Because that's the times that we living in, man. You know, and like I was up, well, I took a trip about. I went to go to the apostles and elders camp last week, but that was Saturday, so I think it was Wednesday. I was in New York also, man, and I went from Philly to New York. You know what I mean? And like through the spirit, the Lord was just showing me all these cemeteries, man. And then when I was in New York, I think I was riding through Brooklyn, and it was like a police barrack. You might as well say like a police district or something. And right behind the district, it was like a line of police cars, a whole fleet of police cars. And right behind that was a cemetery. I'm talking about this cemetery was huge, man. And I'm like, damn, like that's a lot of death. And then I was looking at, the police cars. I'm like, damn, that's a representation, you know. But like the things that's coming, because it's not going to be the actual law enforcement, but that was Esau's sword. So Esau is about to bring his sword down heavy, man. Because the way those police cars was lined up was like a fleet, and then right behind it was like a massive grave site, man. A cemetery, massive. It was huge, man. And that whole day, the Lord just kept going, we was passing by different cemeteries, and it was unintentional, but through the Spirit. And we didn't even have to go down that road. I was with my mother's husband, and he had got lost in New York, and we ended up going that direction. I'm like, wow. And the Lord just was showing me a whole bunch that day, man. You also have coming up. But I think it might be tomorrow. It's supposed to be the National Day of Peace, if I'm not mistaken. You know, and what the scriptures say, man, when they say peace and safety, then all of a sudden destruction. I believe that's First Thessalonians. Uh, that's the First Thessalonians. I'm not sure exactly what it said, but I know it's in Thessalonians. Okay, but I ain't gonna prolong this, man. I'm gonna hop right into it, man. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 19, verse 15. It says, "Thus saith Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua of hosts, the power of Israel, behold, I will bring upon this city and upon all her towns all the evil that I have pronounced against it, because they have hardened their necks, that they might not hear my words," man. So what's that saying to you, man? The Lord has been with using his men, starting with the apostles on down to the Akim. You have the men of Valor, you have DTA, you know, GMS. All right. Starting with the apostles on down, all these Akim that have been out there laboring, and they've been prophesying the downfall of this place, man. Just like in the time of Noah, man. You know. But this time, all the prophets are here. So they all pushing that vibration. Noah, I believe, he was out there like 500 years prophesying, building the ark. People were scoffing at him and all that, man. But what happened? The flood came, man. All right. So look, I'm gonna read that again. It says, "Thus saith Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua of hosts, the power of Israel. Behold, I will bring upon the city and upon all her towns the evil." All right. So what's the evil? That's the hurricanes and everything that's going on. The volcano erupting as of yesterday in New Mexico, and this is just a whole lot of death, man, is going on. And this is just the beginning of it. How they said the tip of the iceberg. If you know about the whole Titanic story, what happened? The Titanic was supposed to be unsinkable. And if you want to use it like this, you could use that as the Titanic being Esau's pride, man. You know, they think that they're unstoppable. Nobody can stop them. And then they went past the iceberg and hit it. And that was just the tip of the iceberg. It wasn't even the whole effect. And then what that do, that ripped the whole ship open and it started sinking, man. So this is the tip of the iceberg right here. These prophecies that are happening right now and been happening. This is just the beginning for y'all, man. All right, and Esau, and just like the Titanic sank, and once that Titanic started sinking, it went down fast, man. You know what I mean? It went down fast, and people was abandoning ship, jumping off, doing this, and trying to get out of there. And what they still did, they still was being women worshippers, because what they do, they let the women get off the ship, and the women and children. All right, but the women and children ain't gonna escape this one. Okay, like Esau, your time is up, man. I can't stress that any more than I've been stressing it, man. Along with the other Akim that's out here pushing, man. You know, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 to 23. It says, "But they obeyed not, neither inclined their ear, but made their necks stiff, that they might not hear nor receive instruction," man. And that's talking about like that was back in the time when the Lord gave us the law, statutes, and commandments and all that, you know. And the Lord always gives you instructions, man. Always. And He tells you he going back to the book of Deuteronomy, 28th chapter, man. He always gives you an option of life and death, man. He gave us gifts and curses. And while people chose, they wanted to choose death. But the elect of the nation of Israel is not going to choose death. They're going to choose life. That's why we out here laboring so hard, man. You know. That's why we out here laboring so hard. But guess what? Even the people still, no matter, even though that these people are seeing the signs of the times, they still don't want to believe it, man. They're deep in their heart, because why they still want to be in Esau's captivity, because they can't see themselves ruling. They can't see themselves in the rulership mentality of being on top again. Why? Because they have been dumbed down so much, and the spirit has just been beat up, man, battered and bruised, man. You know, and that's what Esau did. So Esau did a good job of being a complete devil, man. Because that's what Esau is, a straight up devil, man. And he's doing a great job at destroy. Well, he already destroyed our people, man, mentally, and in a lot of cases physically, man. Uh, Hold on. Jeremiah 13. Grab another scripture. Salakia Akim, just bear with me. I had all this stuff lined up. All right, no, 13. Salakia Akim. Just bear with me real fast. All right, let me get this. I had the scripture. Yeah, Salakia Akim. It's the book of Nehemiah, chapter 9 and 13. It says, "Thou camest down also upon Mount Sinai, and spakest with them from heaven, and gavest them right judgments and true laws, good statutes and commandments." Yeah, so that's back in the time when you know the children of Israel was going through, well, made it through the wilderness, were going through the wilderness, and the Yahweh Bashem Shah came and supped with Moses. Words getting twisted up. Sat there with Moses and gave him the law, statutes, and commandments. All right. It says, verse 14 says, "And made us known unto them thy holy Sabbath and commandments, them precepts, statutes, and laws by the hand of Moses thy servant." Just like I said, that's when Moses got the laws, statutes, and commandments, and the precepts and all that, man. to give to feed the children of Israel. The same thing that we're doing right now, man. The men of the Lord that's out here laboring in truth and sincerity, giving you the law, statutes, and commandments, breaking down precept upon precept upon precept, line upon line upon line, here a little, there a little, you know. That's how you have to teach these people, man. If not, like that's just like trying to feeding a baby that's just a newborn babe that has no teeth, and you giving them a T-bone steak and telling them to eat it. They're not going to be able to chew on that and digest it. So you have to start with the milk to feed these people. But even with that, these people still don't want to hear it. All right. It says, verse 15 says, and gavest them bread from heaven for their hunger. All right. Now that bread is symbolic, man. Now the bread that we're giving right now is that spiritual bread, man. All right. It's not the physical bread that you could just pick up and put in your mouth. No, this is spiritual bread. This food, this knowledge that we're giving you, man, because you're supposed to eat it. Like it says, eat the whole roll. All right. It says from heaven for their hunger. So yeah, so like these precepts in these words that's in this book is coming from heaven. Who is it coming from? Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, man. So that's symbolic of what he's doing now, All right, from back then, that was actual bread that he gave the children of Israel when they had to walk through the wilderness and all that for their hunger. But now that the men that's out here that's hungering after the word, what are we doing? We giving them that spiritual bread, right? It says, brought us for water. So spiritually, we giving you water too. But this was actual water back then, all right? It says, for them out of a rock. Now, what's that rock represent? That rock represents Yahweh Shah, man. All right, because once you get them waters, it said out of your belly shall flow living waters. Who's the rock? The rock is Yahweh Shah, man. All right, the rock is Yahweh Shah. It says for their thirst and for the promise and promise them that they should go and to possess the land which thou didst sworn, which thou hast sworn to give them. But they But they and our fathers dealt proudly and hardened their necks and hearken not to thy commandments. So yeah, man, just the same thing is going on now, man. There's nothing new under the sun, man. So the same people that's out here scoffing and talking crazy is the same ones that was back then doing the same thing, man. All right, they just back in the same spirit, reincarnated, man. Which reincarnated to is in the Bible for just some dudes out there that don't believe in it. All right. It says, and refuse to obey, neither were mindful of thy wonders that thou didst among them, but hardened their necks, and in their rebellion appointed a captain to return to their bondage. But thou art a power ready to pardon, gracious and merciful, slow to anger, and of great kindness, and forspoken Salaki, and forsooketh them not. So yeah, right now, man, the Lord is giving us an opportunity, man, to turn back to him, man. You know? He's merciful. If we turn back to the Lord, man, like, he'll wipe your slate clean, man. All right, and forgive you. And that's only speaking about the elect, man, because those are the only ones that's going to do it. The rest of you 2/3, I mean, the people, the 2/3, like you're going to be There's no, well, I mean, it's hope for you in the kingdom because you're going to come back in the kingdom. But right now, you just going to have to be purged, man, with fire, and that's what the fire is for, man. That cleanses things. So we, like the elect, are going to have to go through the fire right now, spiritual fire, being persecuted, talked down upon, humiliated, you know, and all that. That's what the elect are going through, man. And that's purging you, so that'll harden your heart. So you ain't even going to take things to heart anymore, man. You know. But for the rest of you, guess what? You harden your neck, and the reason why the Lord's letting you harden your neck and stiffen your neck because He wants to destroy you, man. All right, I'm gonna jump down to 27. It says, therefore, this is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 9. I'm jumping down to verse 27. It says, therefore thou deliveredest them into the hand of their enemies who vexed them. So what the Lord do? He did it back then. He did it again. When we were delivered into the hands of Esau, man. That's why we over here in captivity right now. And what they doing, they vexing us. They making us mad. They pissing us off. All right, and our people are mad, you know, and then a lot of them don't know why they mad, man. You're mad because they're in captivity, and then you try to get mad because you can't understand why you can't be on the level of the so-called white man in his kingdom. All right, when you're above him anyway, but you ain't going to be on his level in his kingdom. Why? Because it's a punishment for you, man. All right. I'm gonna read that again. It says, "Therefore thou deliverest them into the hand of their enemies." So the Lord, the reason why you're going through what you're going through, because the Lord put you in here and put you in that predicament. Who vexed them, and in the time of trouble, when they cried unto thee, thou heardest them from heaven, and according to thy manifold mercies, thou gavest them saviors who saved them out of the hand of the enemies. So yeah, man. The same way right now, the same way right now, Akim, man, and why Aquas, you know, the Lord delivered us out of situations back then. He's going to deliver us out of situations now. You have to have the faith to believe, even when things seem like they're stacked up against you, man. All right, even when the chips seems like they stacked up against you, you know. But guess what? You still gotta you still gotta um keep pushing, man. For the Akim, for that 1/3, you still have to keep pushing no matter what, because the Lord's going to deliver you. And the only people that's going to keep pushing and going through these things until and it talks about He gave us saviors, because you had Joshua, you had Moses, um, you had all the ancient prophets then. Why? Because they came to prophesy to you so that the 1/3 would get it and be delivered, man. The same way we coming out here now prophesying so that the 1/3 would get it, so that this is going to be the ultimate savior, the ultimate. This is going to be the second Exodus when Yahweh Shah comes back and deliver us out of here, man. All right, and that's what we come out here and labor and do everything for, because man, a lot of death and destruction is coming to this place, man. I can't stress that enough, man. The year of death, destruction, and diligence, and you're already seeing it on a lower level. They have those FEMA camps set up with all them coffins, man. Man, and I'm not talking about like this. Everybody say one man to a casket and stuff like that. No, man. They have caskets for multiple men and children and women. All right, so Esau don't got no pick, man, because he know his time is up, man. All right, so you have to be diligent. That's why it's the year of death, destruction, and diligence, man. And you got, like I said, I believe tomorrow was the day of national peace, man. So what you think is gonna happen after that? When they start say peace and safety, then all of a sudden it's gonna be sudden destruction, man. All right, I'm gonna jump down to verse 29. It says, and testified against them. Yes, yeah, 29. It said, and testified us against them, that thou mightest bring them again unto the law. So that's us rebuking our people so that they might come to the law, man. The law, statutes, and commandments. All right, turn back to Yahweh by Shem Shah, man. All right, it says, to testify against them, that thou mightest bring them again unto thy law. Yet they dealt proudly and hearken not unto thy commandments, but sinned against thy judgments, which if a man do, he shall live in them, and withdrew the shoulder, and hardened their neck, and would not hear it, man. All right. So they were like, yo, that's what our people do, man. When you tell them about what they're doing and where they're going off at, they harden their heart, harden their neck. They don't want to hear what you have to say. All they concerned with is the things of this world. With the things of this world, guess what's going to get you? Destruction. So why not choose life? Why not want to be delivered on a chariot, man? You know? Verse 30 says, yet many years didst thou forbear them, and testified against them by the Spirit and thy prophets, by the Spirit and thy prophets. So the Spirit and the prophets is, guess what? It's the Spirit of Yahweh by Shem outside, man. All right? Coming out here doing the work, doing sit downs during the week, going out on the highways and byways and prophesying against his people, man, against his place. All right? And that's what you have to do. And people think just because they see us physically, because Yahweh by Shem outside is not going to come down here physically and speak to you. All right, because what's he going to do if he come down here just what Yahweh Shah is coming to do? He's going to put people to death, man, because he's too holy to be around these people, man. All right, he's going to be very vexed. The same way when Moses asked Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to come down back then on Mount Sinai, he was like, Lord, can you come down and fellowship with us? And Yahweh Bashim Yahushua told him, he was like, look, he said, basically, he said, if I come down there, I'm gonna kill them all because they filthy, man. All right. It says, yet would they not give ear, therefore gave us them into the hand of the people of the lands. So there go again, man. The Lord gave us into the hand of the people of the lands. And who's the hand of the people of the lands? We've been in captivity under all nations, man. Right, we under captivity of Esau right now, man. All right. That's why this place has to go and out, but this place ain't gonna go until the elected seal, man. The 144. All right. And trust me, that number that's getting sealed real fast. All right. And this is what we're. This is the reason why we come out here and prophesy and talk to our people. All right, because we waiting for this day. This is Revelations chapter 6 and 17. It says, "For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?" Man, so that goes for everybody on the face of this earth. Who shall be able to stand? Esau got the nerve to think that they're gonna go and fight against the Lamb. That's why they got their little space stations. You know, the fighter jets and all that. You know, the war in heaven is about to happen. You know, it hasn't happened yet. And Esau is doing, and that's the reason why they want to try to manipulate. They want to manipulate like the weather, and even they get to the point where they want to manipulate the way control your body, man. All right, try to clone people, you know, because if you clone somebody, that's not a person, man. That's a vessel, man, a soulless vessel, because your spirit is what makes you, man. All right, that's why when they make them human-like robots and you look in the eyes, there's nothing there. It's like looking into a person, you be like the lights are on, but nobody's there. But literally nobody's there, man. You know, because there's no spirit in them. And Esau is trying to play the role of God and thinking that they're going to be able to stand up against Yahweh Bashim outside. Well, when Yahweh Shah comes back to destroy this place. All right, and that's a prime example, like I just explained. Like that's how holy the Lord is. When He comes down here, right now He's giving you the benefit of the doubt by using His men to speak. All right, and give you the truth and tell you and prophesy through the scriptures the things that are going to come to pass, man. The things that are going to come to pass, that's what Yahweh Bashim outside is given to his men. And that's what we giving to you. Whether you fit, whether you hear or whether you forbear, man. All right? But a lot of you are forbearing. So guess what? When Yahweh Shah comes back, he's not coming back to talk, man. Okay? Just like Jeremiah 16 and 16 says, man. He was sent for many fishers, and after that many hunters, all right? But let me jump to Matthew, because I'm kind of rambling a little bit. I don't want to do that. Matthew 24 and 37. All right. It's just the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and 37. It says, "For as the lightning cometh out of the east and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be," man. So that's going to be a glorious day. Like I said, it's going to be glorious for some people. That's the 1/3, and for the rest of you people, it's going to be it's going to be your destruction, man. But you got people looking forward to it, like Esau looking forward to it, like, yeah, I can't wait. But they got the people thinking that Jesus is going to come save them, like on September 23rd. You know, they think like the Apostle Tahar did a video saying there's going to be no rapture, man. There's going to be no rapture on that day, man. All right, it's going to be no rapture, man. Okay, things are going to drastically change. That's why you're not supposed to marvel at the signs in the heavens, man. Those are for signs and wonders, man. Signs. So the men of the Lord, we know, like when we see these things happening, we like, oh man, it's getting real close, man. It's getting real close. It's getting closer. It's time to tighten up. Make sure when Yahweh Bashim, when Yahweh Shah comes back, you out here laboring, man. Whether it be via sit downs, because there's going to come a time where you can't go out on the highways and byways. That time is not yet, all right? But it's coming. All right. So just make sure that you did what you had to do. So this is the book of Job 31:3. It says, "Is not destruction to punish to the wicked, and a strange punishment to the to the workers of iniquity." So yeah, let me read that again. It's not destruction to the wicked, and a strange punishment to the workers of iniquity, man. So if you out here doing all types of wicked acts, man, and the wicked is talking about you 2/3, and also you other nations, because you're just wicked. Esau is wicked, but our people have surpassed the wicked, and the things they do, man. Like last night at my job, I saw this freaking 6 foot, no, looked like a Shaquille O'Neal looking tranny, man. It was crazy. All right, but that's what our people, uh, they wicked as hell, man, and they love it here in Esau's setup. All right, this is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, verse 14. Now, this while we out here laboring, it says, "The great day of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem outside, is near." You hear that? The great day of Yahweh Bashem outside is near. It is nearer. It is near, and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of Yahweh Bashem outside, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly, man. So the mighty men is talking about your militaries and all that. They're going to cry bitterly, man. This because when they like when they see them chariots up close and they jacking them up, man, they gonna be, man. But the Lord gonna put the spirit on them to fight. But like, man, they gonna see how things are going. You know, and they know they're not gonna see their families anymore. All right, so they gonna be all jacked up. It says that day is a day of wrath and a day of trouble and distress, a day of wastelessness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. All right, that's what's coming, man. All right, that's what's coming, man. So you think that when you know these things, man, and all that, do you think that you still want to continue to do wickedly? If you do, like, man, there's something completely wrong with your mind, man. Okay? But the Lord, he did it to you, man. Why? Because he wants to show his power, man. All right, this is verse 16. It says, "A day of the trumpet, alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers," man. So them high towers is what? The people in high places, man. Okay? Your governments and all that. Your kings, so to speak. All right, it says, "And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as dung, man. As dung, man. Dung is shit. Caca, poop, doo-doos. All right? And that's a lot of death, and that's all like the Lord's been showing me. Like I said, I went past all these different cemeteries, just driving, and that's the way that the Lord told me. And I just happen to keep noticing all this stuff, man. And I'm reading it to you out the Bible, so it's nothing good coming to this place, man. It's nothing good coming to this place. So all you have to do is turn back to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. If you haven't already done, I'm talking to the men of the Lord. Okay, you 2/3, and you know that's why we still out here, because the elect has not been sealed, and this vibration still has to go out. All right, because if the elect was sealed, that angel, the seventh angel that had power to hurt the earth, it would already be happening right now, man. I'm talking about with the missiles. He's holding back that destroying wind. All right. This is the last scripture I'm gonna grab. It's the book of Second Ezra, chapter 8, verse 61, and this is clear cut, straight to the point. All right. It says, "And therefore is my judgment now at hand." Why is his judgment now at hand? Because of all the things that America has done. Okay, all the things that America has done to the children of Israel. All the wickedness that our people partake in, and that's why Esau knows that he's a devil. And what the word devil mean? Devil means to be a deceiver. Okay, so Esau is the great deceiver. So if Esau is not the devil that the Bible speaks of, then who is he, man? Who is the devil then, if it's not Esau, man? All right, just like the Lord said in Job 9:24, man. That's one of my favorite scriptures. I like to bring that out a lot, man. Because people still don't believe that Esau is the devil, and that's why for all his acts, and he knows that he's going to slavery. And I'm talking about them top elite bankers. That's why they pushing all these agendas and wanting all the people to get caught up in the destruction. Why? So they can join him. Misery loves company, you know. And that's why Esau does what he does, man. And it's coming from the people. That's why I say spiritual the strongholds and high places, man. You know, princes of polities, and all that, man. That's talking about them people, man. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, man. Okay, that's why them Edomites, they go out into the woods, Bohemian Grove, and all that, which they just did just this past summer, because it's like they little Boy Scout thing. They go out there and sacrifice children and all that crap, man. You know, and just it's men on men and all that. It ain't no women that go to Bohemian Grove. It's all men, man. They walk around naked and all that. Fulfilling all that filthy lust and all that. You know, sacrificing to them demons. Why? Because those demons are on them, man. And that's what them demons do. And they plot on how they gonna plan a demise for the masses. All right, that's why you have to stay spiritual in this thing, man. All right, you can't be carnal. This thing is spiritual, man. All right, that's why you have to pray to Yahweh Bashim outside. The only person that's going to bring him down is Yahweh Bashim outside. That's the only one that can bring him down, man. Is Yahweh? Why Yahweh Shah, man? Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, and His Son Yahweh Shah. Why is the only one that? Why is they the only ones that can bring him down? Because they put him in power, man. All right, and whoever and he's man. This thing is real spiritual. And I ain't going to go on no more, man. I've been on this thing too long, man. All right. I hope you brothers were edified, and you aquas that watch. I hope you were edified, And just want to give all praise to Yahweh Bashing outside. Double honors to the apostle and elders of that great millstone. Honors and salutations to all the Akim on all four corners of the earth doing labor in truth and sincerity. Until next time, Akim, Shalom.